you just like
I
to.
think with yoga, it's really a special thing. I was super motivated at the beginning of quarantine. I was doing yoga all the time, working out, a lot of good things. Then obviously, it started to get to me that I was going to be here for a while, and I lost a lot of that motivation.
Hi everyone, my name is May. This is Wellness for Artists. That is Lexi. She goes to school with me at Maggie Walker, and she's a really talented actress and singer and like all over just like amazing person. So yeah, do you want to introduce yourself and say like a couple of things?
I think you've said so much already. Just again, I'm Lexi Will. I am an artist, specifically in the acting and singing genre. So I spend most of my time doing that, and that's how I know May, and I guess that's sort of me.
Awesome. Well, actually, let's just start by what shows have you been doing over this past year, like over quarantine? Like, have you been involved with acting in this like weird time?
Well, the shows I've done in the past year, we started this year with Adam's Family in the spring winter season, and then quarantine hit right after our show. We were really lucky that we got to get through it without anything affecting it. I know a lot of schools had to do their shows over Zoom, which was very difficult for them. But after that, I sort of took a very long break from acting because nothing was open, and it was sort of difficult to try and find anything to do until a few months ago. My church started an audition, and we're starting a new show that we're going to hopefully perform in December. So quarantine really affected a lot of like what was open, so people couldn't really act.
Right. Yeah. And like, I don't know, for me, it was kind of challenging, like, especially at the beginning of quarantine, like not being able to like see drama. Cause like, I know at our school, drama is like a huge part of social life and like just being a part of something. Like, how was that like for you mentally? I don't know. I was sad at times, like for sure.
I think I put so much of my energy into the actual art, the practice, that I never really got as close with all of the members. I did feel the connection, and I know that big family connection was a very difficult thing to let sort of fall behind, especially because I was close with a lot of seniors, which then left, obviously, because they graduated. But I think it was very difficult to miss the art, and I think the social is kind of part of the art. You can't really have acting without having a really close-knit group.
Yeah, of course. Um, so how do you think like your show is gonna run like in the fall? Are you guys starting Zoom rehearsals or something? Or are you guys doing like socially distanced in person?
Well, the show for our school is going to be over Zoom. So people are going to be taking videos of what they're doing, and then they're going to hopefully have me edit all of them together into some sort of cohesive show. But other than that, my other show that I'm in at my church, we're just socially distant, in person. So trying to get that to work. And it's been going pretty well, and we've, blocked a lot of the show, so that's very good. But no telling where it could go from here.
That's awesome. And aren't you playing the lead in that?
Not in that show, no. That was the last show I did with
That was the
her.
last show. Yeah. I went to her last show. She played the lead in that and it was amazing. I loved it. Anyways, what show are you doing with your church this fall?
The show we're doing is an adaptation on The Preacher's Wife, which has been in multiple movies and a book. It was originally called The Bishop's Wife.
Wow,
So
that's
it's very
yeah.
1940s, very, back in time kind of thing.
Yeah. That's awesome. Okay, I'm going to shift gears a little bit. In the fall, Lexi and I, like, we were in the same PE class. We started doing yoga together, and unfortunately, quarantine hit, so we weren't able to, like, ever start, like, yoga club. We were planning on doing, like, co-running yoga club at our school. But I'm a yogi, and I know Lexi's a yogi, so I would like, since this is an acting and wellness show, I'd like you to talk a little bit about like maybe your yoga practice during quarantine, or like how that's helped you, or like something like that. You just like
I
to
think with yoga, it's really a special thing. I was super motivated at the beginning of quarantine. I was doing yoga all the time, working out, a lot of good things. Then obviously, it started to get to me that I was going to be here for a while, and I lost a lot of that motivation. So I've still been trying to keep up yoga at least like once a week. Sometimes I get off of that, but I'm trying to keep it up because it's really good to keep you in a good mental space. Even if you're just like not doing well or not feeling well or something, yoga can really help just like calm you, even if it doesn't help figure out what's going on, or it's just a good way to sort of relax and keep up with your day life, especially with school starting back again.
Yeah. And I personally think like for anyone who's like an artist who's watching, that it's like a really good tool for actors. And actually in the fall show, Lexi did like a yoga session like before, like during our tech week, so that we could just de-stress and decompress. And it's just really like an amazing offering. And like, thank you so much for doing that. That's like about it that we have, I think. Thank you so much, and check back next week. I think next week we're offering either yoga or meditation session. And then check back on Kdents TV for some more little like interviews like this. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye, Lexi.